Hello and welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. In the last episode, I left you off at the intermission of Chapter 4's class trial. In this episode, I just want to see how fast we're going to proceed with this half of the trial, because the first half went by really fast in comparison to others in this game. Man, I'm bushed! I got no motivation at all, and Monophanie's period is late too. What? Father, why do you know Monophanie's cycle? Never mind that. Perhaps the lack of motivation is due to the lack of hibernation. Okay, I've kind of forgot that I have to do this. Lack of hibernation. Lack of hibernation? I mean, he sounds excited, but no. Yeah. I haven't been sleeping well lately, so I haven't really been able to hibernate.
That's awful. Oh, what could be causing it?
Is it 'cause you have a lot on your mind?
Is it 'cause the graveyard shift pays a better hourly wage?
Really?
Is it 'cause you don't want them to think that you're goofing around?
Is it 'cause you want to stay friends?
Is it 'cause you want to watch it in real time? Father?
He's gone into hibernation. We should just let him be.
Yeah, you're right. Night-night. I think you mean meditation, not hibernation. And with that, the class trial resumes.
My head! Tara! Pull yourself together! I feel like I'm forgetting someone important to me, but I just can't.
Which
My head hurts so much, I just can't remember.
Which person is important to you?
You've forgotten. Maybe that's for the best. From this point forward, let's start a new life for ourselves.
The threshold of an amazing
After all, our baby is excited to meet his daddy, you know?
Daddy? Wait, what? I'm gonna be a father?
So you just remembered... Okay.
What a colossal death flag. I'll be surprised if he doesn't die after that.
More importantly, let's continue the conversation where we left off.
We understand Miu plotted the murder, but we need to find out who killed her.
And in order to figure that out, we need to understand Miu's actions. So let's discuss her murder scheme step by step.
Okay.
I know that's important, but hearing you lead the conversation really pisses me off.
Let's see. Miu manipulated the virtual world to use it as part of her murder plan.
Yes.
Don't just ignore me and start anyway.
If she had succeeded, she would have gone past the wall between the chapel and mansion. And then wham! Murdered me on the roof with the hammer.
She would make the murder seem like it happened in the real world, and then pin it on Kaito.
As for Miu's alibi in the real world, she could say she was locked into the virtual world. And in the virtual world, she could say she was near the chapel the entire time.
Indeed.
She'd make an excuse about how she couldn't reach the mansion because of the fallen bridge.
Whoops! My hand slipped.
She dropped the bridge on purpose so she could separate the chapel from the mansion. Then secretly passed through the wall she installed and took advantage of the loop.
So weird to see a character
After, she headed to where we were supposed to meet up, the mansion's rooftop.
pass in and out between the black. It's so weird.
Oh yeah, Kaito was probably logged out around that time too.
That's when I saw Miu.
Thank you, Samugi.
Problem is, because of her murder plans, we don't even know where she was killed.
Yeah, we kinda do.
She was killed on the roof, right? Kokichi told us the roof door was locked and that he couldn't get through.
Maybe that one culprit killed her.
That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
Did the culprit lock the door to the roof? Perhaps. I don't think you did it.
Because if she...
If Miu did lock it,
yeah, then Kokichi
she
wouldn't
done
have...
it when she called Kokichi to the roof. Even if someone came up, I don't believe she would change the target of her plan. She knew that Kokichi would come up later. Locking the door would be suspicious.
Well, it's possible she didn't even think that far ahead.
She was smart, but she was also really, really dumb.
No say such mean things. Killing game bad, not Miu. Miu not bad person. Gonta think we could have been friends if things different.
You are very right, Gonta. And your thoughts and your heart are in the right place. The only one who is malicious in this case has been... Kyo. Yes. Yeah. Every other killer has had a purpose for their killing. Maki isn't just an assassin who just gets forced to and is paid for her work, and then, or really donated. And Ryoma just took out a whole group of thugs or whatever his backstory was. I don't remember.
That might have been difficult, even without this killing game.
No, I think I could have been friends with her. I can be friends with nearly anybody. But if you stab me in the back, I will stab you right in the cock.
That wouldn't happen.
Nuh-uh. No way, Jose.
It's still not spelled right.
Huh? Anyway, let's continue the discussion. If Miu was killed on the roof of the mansion, the culprit must have moved Miu's avatar to the chapel after killing her, right?
So the next thing we should talk about is how they moved her avatar.
Now we know the mansion and chapel were actually next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is the wall between them.
Yes.
Only Miu was able to go through that wall. The
Oh,
culprit wouldn't have been able to.
well, Miu and other objects that she is also considered to be.
Then you're saying the culprit sent Miu's avatar through that wall?
Yep.
Yeah, that's the only way, right?
Mm-hmm.
But how did the culprit send Miu's avatar through the wall?
Off of a slope with a lattice as a sled, and because of the velocity that she obtained, excuse me. Should I say she at that point? She is quite literally a corpse. Her body obtained at that point. That's the reason it made such a loud bang against the chapel wall.
I mean, it's not like they could have thrown her.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody had the same strength.
Don't not throw her!
We know. You couldn't because the avatar's physical strength was equalized.
Physical strength equalized? That problem. Gonta no can protect everyone if that happens.
Jeez, keep up with us. We're already in the second half of the class trial.
How did they send Miu's avatar to the other side of the wall? Maybe that thing has something to do with it. You know, the loud sound you heard?
That was Shuichi's voice, but I thought it was Samugi at first because I saw the blue lettering, but everyone's name is blue in this game, I think. What? What was that sound?
Because of that sound, you guys went to the side of the chapel. Right, Keyboy? That's when you found the dead Miu there, right? If so, then I think that sound and her avatar being by the chapel are related.
Yes, there's no doubt in my mind that the noise is related to this case. Need to figure out what that sound could have been. It might be the clue we need to solve this case. So what was it? It sounded like something slamming hard into something else. So what were those two things? It could be the hammer hitting the wall, the cell phone hitting the wall, the lattice hitting the wall, Miu hitting the wall. Well, technically, all of the above. But mostly Miu.
I think the sound came from Miu's avatar hitting the chapel wall. The hammer, cell phone, and lattice were there, but they were too small to make that noise.
How light is lattice? I think I have a misconception of how heavy lattice is.
Ruling those out, the only other explanation is that the sound was Miu colliding with a wall.
If that's the case, Miu's avatar must have hit the chapel wall really hard. He felt the impact all the way from the inside of the chapel.
Which is actually kind of scary, the fact that you guys felt it.
Yeah, that's the real question.
What? How she...
Miu's avatar probably hit the chapel's wall with pretty considerable force.
Yeah.
But why did it hit the wall with such force? Can you guys figure it out?
Why are you treating this like an episode of Blue's Clues?
Hold on, Kokichi. What's up with the way you're talking?
Yeah.
Why are you talking like you know everything?
Because he does.
Let's not worry about that right now. More importantly, we gotta solve the mystery. Fighting among friends is a waste of time.
Friends? Us?
Anyway, can we talk
Sorry, I
about
had
that
to.
after we figure this problem out?
A way of transporting Miu's avatar that would cause it to crash into the chapel.
Getting Miu's avatar to crash into the chapel from the mansion's roof. There's only one way I can think of how to do that.
Hey, Shuichi, as your partner, I'll give you a little hint.
I don't need it, but Shuichi is going to need it, unfortunately.
Yo, what?
Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right?
Oh, I forgot that even the mansion is even up higher. Okay, in my head, I was like, yeah, I mean, in my head, I knew that the roof was slanted so she would gain speed, but like the trajectory was still a little bit off in my head. But again, but I guess game, not just like the virtual world version of the game. I mean, this entire game and its suspension of disbelief that you have to just trust a game in its physics and everything. Like, I just thought, like, yeah, I guess, maybe, but I kind of forgot that it was on top of a hill. So it's Miu's body would gain even more, would be able to accelerate faster because of the gravitational pull of the Earth. And then she would reach... She wouldn't have enough time to reach terminal velocity, but she would at least gain a considerable amount of velocity because of the acceleration of gravity.
Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
If the culprit needed force to move the body, I wonder how they did it.
Kokichi's talking as if he's got the whole thing figured out already. But I can't let him distract me. I need to solve the case. I guarantee... Well, actually, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to spoil it. Yeah. I need to solve the case. How to make Miu hit the chapel wall from the roof of the mansion. I'm going to find the answer. Am I spelling out gravity in Hangman's Gambit? What the... From the... What? Slid the body? Is that... I need an L. There. L-I-D. I need a T. I gotta wait for my power to come back. Oh, hey! Obtained hidden Monokuma. Slid off roof. That's what the word is. F. Where's the next one? There's another. And now R. R-O. O. One last F. This is an F. Slid off roof. And that is all the hidden Monokumas for this chapter.
The culprit used this sloped roof as a slide for Miu's avatar.
Slide?
Oh, I don't know why I expected more.
The slope and the snow. Miu's body wouldn't have slid.
Wrong. It would slide.
But the avatars can generate friction. We wouldn't have been able to walk otherwise. So I doubt that it would have had that much momentum.
No. It would slide.
Why is that your favorite, like, French phrase? Like, you don't say anything else. Not au revoir, not je m'appelle Kokichi or something like that. Just nothing else, but no.
It wouldn't slide, just like Maki Roll said.
It would slide, just like Shumai said.
Are you talking about me?
Who the hell is Shuma?
Oh, he's a pupil of Ramen Man. Sorry, my hobby slipped in.
I'm positive that's how Miu's avatar was moved, but maybe the culprit used something else as well to help her body slide? The lattice. Non-stop debate! Lattice near the chapel.
Even if her avatar slid off the roof,
Mm-hmm.
would it slide off that quickly?
It would roll.
It would.
It made that much noise.
Crash.
It must have built up a lot of speed.
Lots of snow piled up on roof. Not frozen solid, right?
You'd still slide, though.
In the real world, it might be difficult. But in the virtual world, perhaps not.
It's not the issue. Sliding down snow is easy to do. You just need a sled or skis to cut the friction.
Oh, I thought this would have turned blue.
There's nothing like that around though.
Oh. Okay, it's right at the end. If you wanted to move a body by sliding it, how would you do it? There was something left at the crime scene that would help. Alright, skip to the very fucking end for some reason. I still haven't lied as well.
A sled or skis to cut the friction.
I don't know if there's pink.
There's nothing like that around though. That's wrong.
I gotta match it up with him at least once. It's just, that's wrong!
No, wait. There was something that could have been used to help slide Miu's body. Do you remember the lattice that was found by Miu's avatar? The culprit laid her on top of that, then used it as a sled on the roof. I did notice the lattice in the storage room when I first looked. But during the investigation, I saw that it was gone.
The lattice that was found next to the chapel is the one that disappeared from the roof?
Was that re-recorded as well? That sounded louder than any of the other lines.
That's it. The culprit used the lattice as a sled.
Ding, ding, ding! That's correct! After the culprit killed Miu on the rooftop, they placed her corpse on a sled.
It's kind of cool seeing the mystery man in this game. What's up in the top left? With the green circle? I've never noticed that
Slid her
before.
down the roof's steep slope.
The sled picked up speed, flew off the roof.
I don't know how I noticed that before. I thought it was like a Christmas ornament on one of the trees that I didn't notice while I was playing the game. What the hell is that? It's still there.
Glided through the wall only objects could pass through, and hit the chapel.
And her items spilled out as if she were in a battle royale.
All of her belongings scattered, including the hammer and cell phone.
Mm-hmm. It's like a video game.
Like that hedgehog who loses all his rings whenever he crashes into stuff.
I had a feeling there was going to be a reference used somewhere, but I didn't know what.
I hate that guy and his worldwide fame and his stupid games, and I hate that hedgehog!
I think he's back.
Daddy, I'm glad you're feeling motivated again, but you shouldn't be so hateful. You gotta be an example to our new family.
Yeah, Father. Or should I start calling you Grandfather now?
Now that we know how the body slid down, we're just one step away from the culprit. Well, Shuichi, do you know who the culprit is?
I do, but Shuichi doesn't. The culprit.
Yeah. In the end, we'll still need to guess the culprit, huh?
But Gonta can't believe one of us killed Miu.
However, since we know she was killed on the roof, we can narrow down the list of suspects.
Yep. Kokichi Kaito, who is logged out already. Myself, Gonta, and Tsumugi. Am I missing anybody? I don't think so.
Meaning, the culprit must be someone who was investigating the mansion. Aside from you, the people at the chapel could not go through the wall or cross the river.
So that means the suspects are Kaito, Tsumugi, Shuichi, and Gonta.
That's real sneaky, leaving yourself off the list.
Oh, you got me.
Do I have to prove as to why it wasn't Kokichi first? That's right, 5 suspects. Me, Tsumugi, Gonta, Kokichi, and Kaito. What happens if Kokichi touches Miu, though? That was never explained. We don't know enough to name the culprit yet, but one of them is suspicious. When we were talking about the rooftop, they clearly lied. But what reason would they have to lie? I'll need to press them for information before making any judgments. What? Lying about... Is Kokichi lying? Is that what I'm supposed to click about? Or Kaito?
It's you!
Wow, we're going really fast.
Kokichi, there's something I need to know.
What part exactly do you think he's lying about? The fact that it was locked? That he never went up? Is that... I'm trying to think. Where is this thought process coming from? Because I cannot think of how Shuichi is getting there is the issue. Like, I know Kokichi is involved in some way, but I don't think I'm going the same route as Shuichi.
What do you need to know?
Why did you lie just now?
Which lie are you talking about, Shuichi? I lie a lot, so you'll need to jog my memory.
Yeah, which one?
Fine. I'll expose your lie right now.
Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for a meeting. The meeting, excuse me. It all began when Miu showed us the map. That's probably what happened. The culprit killed her on the locked roof.
It was that testimony that bothered me.
Had we talked about the roof at all yet? What exactly am I... Oh, am I... Oh, I have to find his statement. Okay, this is an interesting one. I need them fully exposed to know exactly which things I'm breaking. I think that's probably what the culprit killed on the locked roof. Yeah, I think I have to break this one. Oh wait, I don't need to... Okay. White. Well, shit. Blue, yellow, blue, well, shit. Oh, that one? Really? That's probably... then... Which one? Also, I never went to the roof. Oh, wait, am I digging up the lie? Is that what I thought I had to... I thought I had to dig up which one would prove that he was lying. I should have looked at the question instead. Yeah, that one wasn't really all that clear to me.
You were explaining that the door to the roof was locked. You said.
Also, I never went to the roof. Not even for the meeting.
But later, you said.
Oh yeah, duh. The roof was locked. Since the mansion was on top of a hill, the roof was pretty high up, right? Past the brick handrail, the roof was at a pretty steep slope. And the slope faced the chapel wall. On top of that, there was snow on the roof.
That's a lot of specific information. Stuff you wouldn't know if you hadn't been there.
Oh yeah! Now that you mention it, how did you know all that stuff?
You could probably see the steep slope of the roof from outside the mansion. But you wouldn't know about the brick handrail unless you went up to the roof yourself.
Oh, I love...
Huh? What?
What's this all about, Kokichi? Did you actually go to the rooftop?
I didn't. I already told you that before.
Why you look so nervous?
Is this a sincere reaction?
But there's no evidence that proves I went to the roof. Wait.
Oh.
I remember now. That thing Himiko said.
Okay, what spooked me about that is that it happened right as I was, like, clicking. So, like, as my finger was going down, my mouse collided with that, and I thought I skipped something. Okay. Because it automatically switched. I don't think I mentioned
At
that.
the start of the class trial, I remember you saying the handrail was made of bricks. Ooh, you so clumsy, girl. Gotta be more careful there, Himiko.
Is it my fault?
Himiko really say that?
She totally said that.
I don't remember, but oh well.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She did not.
She did too.
Then when? Tell me how long ago. In hours, minutes, and seconds.
Actually, yeah, this reminds me. There hasn't been any, like, triple speakers, and there hasn't been a scrum yet. Interesting.
What a worthless fight!
Stop him, Grandpa! All this terrible fighting is bad for the baby!
Yeah, grandfather. Stop them before your grandkid is born.
I'm not gonna apologize, because Himiko said it.
So damn stubborn.
How much longer are you going to behave like this?
We don't have time for this. But Kokichi is stubborn. He won't fess up no matter what. But if he's being this stubborn, it makes me think he has something to hide. To get him to show his hand, I have to prove he was on that roof. I might not like it, but I have to be aggressive. Probably lie. If we don't get the whole truth now, everyone's lives are in danger. Loud noise, cell phone, Kokichi in the salon.
Go to the roof.
Probably Kokichi in the salon.
Enough of your lies, man.
Okay, let me read this first, so long as I think it's automatically. Kokichi agreed to meet up with Miu on the rooftop, but because the door to the rooftop was locked, he couldn't. Because of that, he returned to the salon and decided to search there. There are no witnesses who can confirm whether or not Kokichi was actually in the salon. And hair went in my mouth again. Sorry about my hair in this episode. I went to bed with wet hair that dried into really, really nice curls. The first time in my life that I've actually had curly hair. And it actually looked like I took a curler to my hair somehow. It just ended up looking great. And then I fell asleep. And then it came out as a mess, like a bird's nest. I'm gonna have to lie about Kokichi in the salon. I'm gonna have to attest that I saw him.
I'm not lying. The roof was locked and I couldn't open it.
So what did
Not that.
Kokichi do?
I turned back at once, of course. And stayed in the salon the whole time, you know?
I think.
Fire's burning hell, you know?
If you're lying, I'll set your pants on fire!
Oh, could I
It's fine because I'm not lying.
get rid of all of those?
Why do you look so nervous?
Kokichi is lying for sure. But if he keeps throwing lies at me, I have to fight fire with fire.
I didn't go to the roof.
And I'm gonna use his kind to lie ability against him.
I'm not lying.
I just thought about how redundant this
The
is.
door was locked and I couldn't open it.
I don't know where it is, unfortunately.
Kokichi do?
I know it's after his,
I
like,
turned back at once,
this
of
one, I think.
course. And stayed in the salon.
What? That was weird. That's weird, right?
Kokichi, you're lying right now, aren't you?
Huh? Lying about what?
Just before the murder occurred, I went to the salon to check on you. But you weren't there.
What? Really?
I waited there for a while. You never showed up.
What's Tsumugi gonna say about this? Because there's only one way out of the kitchen.
What's this all about, Kokichi? Didn't you go right back to the salon after finding the roof door locked?
I see. You use underhanded tactics too, huh, Shuichi?
Okay, then Tsumugi can just say that I lied as much as he did.
So who are you guys gonna believe? Shuichi or me?
Is Tsumugi gonna agree with Kokichi in this case?
Well,
Cause
of course I'm gonna believe Shuichi.
I believe Shuichi 100%.
uh-oh.
The one who's not Kokichi.
Uh-oh.
100 house points. No, Himiko points to Shuichi.
But to go to the salon, Shuichi would need to pass by me in the dining room.
Uh-oh.
I wonder why I didn't notice Shuichi there.
Tsumugi, you're not helping.
Oh well, I'll believe Shuichi anyway. He's usually right about stuff.
I'm trying to suck the air back in. Tsumugi, you're helping.
Sorry, but Gonta believes Shuichi too.
I see. I wanted at least Gonta to believe me.
What comes around goes around. That's what happens to liars like you.
Why do you guys hate lies that much? There's only one truth, but endless possibilities for lies, you know?
Mm-hmm. And that's the whole reason as to why we're trying to figure out who the murderer is, so a lot of us don't die instead of just one.
And some of them are only white lies, or lies to be kind to people. If you deny all of that just because it's a lie, then that means you guys are just terrible at being lied to. Seriously, the worst!
Like I've mentioned before, I am just very naive. I like to trust you, so probably meeting you in real life would probably lead to disaster for myself.
Just spit it out already. You went to the roof, didn't you?
Isn't that where he met up with Miu?
No, he didn't just meet her there. He probably...
Okay, fine. I'll tell you if you want to know that badly. Consider this my revenge.
Revenge?
You got some balls lying to me. I'm gonna take away your fun for pissing me off, Shuichi. I won't let you do any detective work, or deduction, or mystery solving, or anything.
Oh?
So, I'll confess everything. You guys better listen carefully.
Confess.
I think what it's going to lead to is that I have to listen to his statement and say, there's no way that he's the killer. He definitely went to the roof, but he's no killer. Because he couldn't have touched Miu. Or they couldn't have touched at all.
A confession? So you are the culprit after all.
I came up with a plan after Miu asked me to meet up with her. She asked me pretty eagerly, too. So I decided to pry some info out of her. She gave me the rundown of the virtual world before she explained it to you guys. As I listened, I realized she was planning a murder. On me, no less. When I investigated the virtual world, I found out that a person can die from shock. Without a doubt, she planned to use that for my murder. So that's when I decided to prepare my own crime with her plan. I pretended to cooperate with her and lured everyone into the virtual world. That's also why I worked together with Monokuma.
You worked together with Monokuma?
I guess the jig is up. Yeah, everything he said is true. Kokichi came to me with an idea to make the killing game more interesting.
What part? Also, the card key has never been used yet, still, as a motive.
It was such a good idea, I decided to place a motive in the killing game simulator.
Okay, so the motive switched?
You added a motive?
Or...
Then the secret of the outside world is the motive, right?
But I've already found those 7 coins before.
No fair.
Technically not in this save.
Monokuma can't take sides.
I didn't help him with anything, and I had nothing to do with the murder itself. He merely suggested a way to spice up the killing game, and I accepted. Kokichi and I had a quid pro quo relationship. Technically, that doesn't violate the rules.
Bullshit! No matter how you look at it, you guys are working together.
Calm down. I'll explain my relationship with Monokuma, so let me finish my confession.
I'm fine with that, but you're confessing without much of a fight.
Because he knows that he can get off scot-free because of what I've said.
I told you. I'm gonna get in the way by taking away the mystery-solving fun. If I can't win this game, then I'll make it boring for everyone. That's my revenge. Well then, the culprit is Gonta.
Yep. How do you feel about that? He made it not boring. And he's telling the truth. This one is good. This one stuck with me for years. And I've thought about this case on multiple occasions, as well as the second case of this game, because I've always tried to remember like what made the jump so weird for me. But this case right here is so good. And I cannot wait for it to be explained a little bit more.
What? Huh? What did you...
Wait! When did Gonta kill Miu?
That's a lie! He didn't kill her! Kokichi's just lying!
Now you're trying to pin things on Gonta? Do you really expect us to believe such an obvious lie?
Yeah, there's no way Gonta could commit a murder this complicated. He's not.
It's my turn now.
I have a feeling Kokichi's just gonna come in multiple times with this thing. And I'm gonna have to fight off his blades or something.
The truth is, Gonta and I worked together. We formed a duo to end this killing game. As the Killing Game Busters!
What busters?
We must win this killing game in order to end this killing game.
What you mean, we?
By the way, I came up with a murder plan, and Gonta carried it out.
Gonta what?
Why are you more surprised by that than the first thing he said?
'Cause Gonta have no idea what he's talking about.
Come on, quit lying and tell us the truth.
Gonta is telling the truth! He's not someone who lies all the time like you!
And no matter how naive Gonta may be, I doubt he would ever team up with Kokichi.
Yeah, not after insect meet and greet incident.
Not necessarily true. He did head out with him.
It's obvious what he's trying to do. Gonta doesn't understand the virtual world, so Kokichi's trying to trick him. He's trying to sacrifice Gonta to escape from his crime.
You're a terrible person! How dare you use Gonta like that?
You're right. I'm sorry. I did something horrible to Gonta.
I'm sorry to interrupt it like this, but it's good that there's a break in the music just for a second. I have to go let out a pup. I can hear him really starting to cry, so I think he's been crying for a little bit. Whoopsies. Okie dokie, I'm back. Quick thing that they just had to go out and pee.
I didn't want Shuichi to hog all the glory, so I told everyone the truth.
Cut that out. I told you it's not gonna work.
Don't you think I could have pulled the strings and made Gonta carry out my commands?
It doesn't matter if it's possible or not, because I say it's just impossible.
It does matter. There's no need to bring emotions into class trials. All we need is logical thinking. Right, Shuichi?
What? Gonta not understand what's going on. But still, Gonta not kill Miu. Gonta really not know anything. And also, Gonta not tell lies. And Gonta not make trouble for others. Cause that not how gentlemen act. That why Gonta not culprit.
Yeah, Gonta's not lying. I can tell just by looking at him.
I already used my magic to check. Gonta's definitely not lying.
Then let me ask you guys. If it's not Gonta, then who's the culprit?
You, of course!
Come on! There's already proof that I couldn't have killed Miu.
Uh-oh. Kokichi knows.
There's already proof?
Oh, no.
Oh, did you forget already? Then let me make it clear again. Why I can't be the culprit!
God, that art is so good. Setting on Kokichi's avatar.
I am not the culprit. Didn't I prove that to you guys already?
Damn, there's a lot of
Clue is how Miu was killed.
white noise here.
You got strangled to death, right?
Toilet paper was the murder weapon.
Miu would have totally resisted if she was being strangled, right? Then it would have been impossible for someone as weak as me.
You talking about the strength of your virtual avatar? That wouldn't matter if you strangled her from behind.
In which case, even if she did resist, the most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Exactly. She couldn't struggle much. So you could have kept strangling her, no problem.
See, I told you I'm not the culprit.
How'd you arrive at that conclusion?
If it's already been proven that Kokichi is innocent, we should have evidence of that. Before we can say one way or the other, we have to clear something up. It's like the third to last or something, but I'll wait until like the last 5.
The most she could have done is merely touch the culprit.
Right here.
Exactly. She
Oh,
couldn't
next
struggle
one.
much. So
Is
you
there
could have
pink?
kept strangling her. Nope. That's wrong.
This case is so good.
Actually, maybe it wasn't possible for Kokichi to strangle Miu.
Why wasn't it possible?
Miu modified my avatar, so if she attacked me, I wouldn't be able to resist. If Miu touched me, then I'd be unable to move.
Like, to me, because this was the very first game I experienced, this, unless the next one, which, for some odd reason, the next case isn't as fresh in my head. Like, I barely remember anything of it. I remember one specific part, and when I get there, I'll talk about it, but this case has always been on my mind ever since I saw Shadow play it. And to me, this case was probably the case for Nagito all that time ago for a lot of other people. This case stuck with me so much.
Huh?
so I would have had to kill her instantly, such as stabbing or hitting. I couldn't have murdered her by strangulation, because it'd be game over if she touched me.
What?
Even seeing her as the Avatar, I couldn't do it. I can't just watch that.
Well, if you were using the toilet paper, you wouldn't need to touch her directly.
But if you can't be touched while you're wrapping the toilet paper around her neck, then it would be impossible.
Which means, as long as she died from strangulation, it couldn't have been me.
Wait, what if it was something besides strangulation then? Like,
There's no doubt Miu was strangled. We already discussed this.
Kaido is really desperate to make me the culprit. No matter how much you whine about it, you can't change the truth. The culprit who killed Miu is Gonta Gokuhara! This is the truth you all adore so much.
No! Gonta not kill Miu! It's true! You gotta believe Gonta! Gonta would never hurt anyone!
I believe you. You've been risking yourself to protect everyone. There's no way Gonta would kill. He won't even kill bugs.
I just now noticed Kyo's kill statue. Or death statue or whatever.
Gonta too. I'm not gonna listen to Kokichi's lies.
of course! Who'd believe a liar like him? He's lying about Gonta being the culprit, so there's no point talking about it.
I don't know about that. If we want the truth, we might have to ask uncomfortable questions.
Right, Shuichi? You think so too, don't you?
Huh? I know how important it is to believe, but as the ultimate detective, I know we can't solve this case with belief alone.
Huh?
It's just that something doesn't add up. I have this feeling something's off. We can't keep going back and forth like this. We need to discuss this.
What, you wanna suspect Gonta?
It's not that I want to. It's that we have to.
Too bad, Kaito. Looks like Shuichi agrees with me.
No, I'm not trying to...
Oh, the irony! It's all thanks to Kaito that Shuichi got his act together as a detective. And now, Shuichi's intuition as a detective has made him more suspicious of others. Well, can't be helped. That's just what a detective does.
That's not it, Kokichi. I'm just trying to make sure that everyone
Shuichi, Gonta really not do it. Gonta not culprit.
This right here, because if you're smart enough, you've already figured out how Gonta is the culprit and why this act is so believable. It hurts so fucking much.
Please, believe Gonta.
And I think I can talk about a little bit about it. Shadow, that I was watching play this, he figured it out a little after me when I was watching him, but even Shadow, who hated Gonta from the very beginning, because he did not want to read Gonta's lines, because he didn't do the voice acting shit like I do, but he would just read out the script as everybody except for Gonta's. He would make it lingual. He would make it as an actual script. Like, instead of, like, please, believe Gonta, it would be, please, you have to believe in me. Like, he would read it like that, like a proper sentence. He hated Gonta. And as he started to piece it together in his mind, every single trial, he would always click on Gonta, no matter how much damage it dealt to him. He would always suspect Gonta. In the ring, as well as the final vote, he would always vote for Gonta. But when it came to this trial, because he was waiting for him to either be the killer or be found dead. And every time it was somebody else, he was very upset. Now this, he was so he had such mixed feelings about this. Because he didn't know why he felt that it was, like, that he was sending off someone who technically didn't deserve it. And this trial is so good.
We might as well discuss it.
What?
As a precautionary measure, that's all. I think we need to seriously discuss whether Gonta was capable of committing this crime. Only then can we arrive at a logical decision.
This one is like, going back through it, like this part, like knowing Gonta is like being honest about not having killed Miu. I have such a, like, my heart is tearing through this.
You guys, why don't you get it? That's just what Kokichi wants. He's just trying to split us up. Shuichi, open your eyes.
But... 2 for 1 Truth Special! Sorry to ruin this tense moment, but you guys seem pretty evenly split right now. So, the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds!
So we're gonna do that again?
Shuichi, why? Why don't you understand? You're my sidekick, aren't you? Kaito.
Of course I want to believe Gonta. I don't want to think that he killed someone. But as the ultimate detective, I can't turn away from the truth. I need to find the truth. I kind of want to know who's on whose side. Is it just me and Shuichi against everyone else? Or me, Kokichi, and Kibo? It might just be us 3. Yeah.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
Yep, culprit.
I can't say for sure he's the culprit. I'm saying we can't rule it out.
Gonta is such a sweetheart. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh, sweetheart.
Kokichi,
Okay.
don't you realize these so-called sweethearts can commit crimes too?
I don't know how that refutes anything, but oh well.
Gonta had even made it to the rooftop without being noticed?
Oh, other way.
Kibo! The entrance hall is all that separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
There should have been witnesses at the entrance hall.
I got this! No, none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with Monokuma.
Kokichi, I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Miu.
I got this!
Can I use both?
The truth is,
Like, I think you
Gonta
can
could
use
have
some of them
murdered Miu.
Going
interchangeably.
to not kill Miu! Honest!
I
Okay.
got this.
Yeah, I had
The
a...
truth is, Gonta could have murdered Miu.
It's all a lie. Kokichi is the one who killed Miu.
Yeah, like, with all... Yeah, I guess there's like specific reasons as to why you can rule out certain ones. When we aren't consistent, our position looks weak. We have to work together. We want to face the truth, even if we don't want to. We have to defend that point.
Shuichi, are you saying that Gonta is the culprit?
Where's culprit?
I got
There we
this.
are.
I can't say for sure
Sweetheart
he's
is
the
up the
culprit.
top.
I'm saying we can't rule it out.
It's interesting that
He's such a sweetheart.
Kokichi, don't you realize
Rooftop
these
is also at the
so-called
top.
sweethearts can commit crimes too?
Can I speed through these sometimes?
Would Gonta have even made
Kibo! The
Entrance
is
hall
all that
is-
separates the rooftop from the mansion exterior.
Oh, that one you could also
Should have
use
been
entrance
witnesses.
hall.
I got this. No,
Interesting.
none of us were in charge of the entrance hall.
But Kokichi confessed he was working with
Kokichi, I did cooperate with Monokuma, but only on a temporary basis.
You have to narrow down the list as to which one is which.
That isn't possible, because Kokichi's avatar had special settings.
That's why this is a mini game.
Truth is, Gonta could have murdered Miu.
What am I... pressing S. Okay, that one switched faster.
In my opinion, as long as it is possible that Gonta is the culprit, we have to discuss it.
And discuss it we will, but in the next episode. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk today. I don't know where that came from, but yeah. There is definitely a possibility that Gonta did do it. And oh, this trial is so good. Wait, why do I have 875 coin? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, if I oversaved it. Okay, yeah, that's right. You're overwriting the previous save where I had 875 coins. I'm an idiot. This case is so good to me. Like, this is the best case in this game, I feel. Hopefully you're looking forward to more. But for now, I'll leave you with one final message, and that being, have a nice day.